Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today is a very exciting video. I feel like I say that every time, which I guess is a good sign, means that I like doing videos for you. I think objectively today is very exciting because I have an art haul for you. So I'm going to jump right into it. This is a haul that happened on two separate occasions. So I'm going to show you everything that I got and then I'm going to swatch what I can swatch. First, let me de-zoom because I got this mat. This is a cutting mat. So when you have stuff to cut and you have to use this thing, then you cut directly on the mat. Before that, I used to cut on my table. It's quite a big one. I think it's 24 by 18 inches. And so yeah, before I did not have it. So I was cutting directly on my wood table, which would make marks, and I'm pretty sure it's not really good for the blade. And yeah, this works so much better. I feel like I can really apply some pressure when I'm cutting my paper, and it just works so much better. So I'm happy I got it. I don't know why I waited this long. And what's nice also is that there's measurements on it, so I can use that when I need to measure some stuff. Also, there's angles here. I've never used them, but I guess one day can be useful. I'm very pleased with this purchase. And let's move on to something else. I got some sketchbooks. We're gonna use this as a background because I feel like this is a nice change from my usual videos. So I got a couple of sketchbooks. Here they are. As you may know, I finished my sketchbook recently. It was a Strathmore mixed media sketchbook. I think it was in the 500 series. It was very good quality. I loved it. I wanted to buy another one exactly like the one that I had, but I also wanted to try different sketchbooks because it's a nice change. I've seen a lot of artists using mixed media sketchbooks on YouTube and on Instagram, and I was interested in trying something different. So I got on Amazon and I ordered some sketchbooks. Unfortunately, my local art store doesn't have a big selection of sketchbooks. Well, they do, but they have this, they don't have this binder here. I don't know how it's called. They have like the spiral metal things, which I don't like as much. First, I got this little Strathmore mixed media sketchbook. There is 64 pages in there. It's a 5.5 by 8 inches. At first, I thought that this one was exactly the one that I had before, but I guess I didn't measure because it's so small. But I'm sure it's gonna be very useful because I can bring it with me when I go, let's say when I go hiking and I wanna bring a sketchbook and maybe a couple of pens or something to sketch quickly. I think it could be very useful. It's not bulky at all, so I think it's going to be maybe a sketchbook that I'm going to bring with me, or if I go to a coffee shop or something, I could just put it in my bag and it doesn't take too much room. So it's a mixed media paper, so it's pretty good. I think it's the same kind of paper that I had in my other sketchbook, so it feels very familiar. So when I ordered, at first I thought this was the one that I had before. I also ordered this Moleskine or Moleskine. Let's say Moleskine. I also ordered this Moleskine sketchbook, which I thought would be huge. And turns out it's much smaller than I thought it would be. It's still, I think, a bit bigger than the sketchbook that I had before, but it's not what I thought it was. So this is a drawing sketchbook. So the paper is a lot smoother, but it's still pretty thick. So I'm sure I can use it as a mixed media sketchbook. Since I really wanted to have another one exactly like the one I had before, I made a second order and I ordered this Strathmore. I don't know what this is. I ordered this Strathmore mixed media sketchbook, 64 pages also. It's 8.5 by 11 inches. It's also the series 500, so I think this is like probably their best type of paper. And it's the same kind of paper, I think. It feels pretty similar. Maybe this one and this little sketchbook is a bit rougher, but this feels good. But still, it's not the same as the one I had before. I think the only difference is that it's a rigid cover and this one is like the soft cover. The other sketchbook was a soft cover too, but frankly, I don't really mind. I don't care about the softness or hardness of the cover. And I ordered, I think this was part of the second order as well. I ordered this gigantic sketchbook. It is a Moleskine sketchbook. It is huge. And it's watercolor paper. So it's a watercolor sketchbook. Let me zoom out. See how big it is compared to these ones. So I have 3 sizes. These two are the same. And I have this small one. Once I figure out what I'm going to do with all of these sketchbooks, I'm going to do a video specifically on that subject, and maybe I'll do a painting in each one of these. We'll see. So that's it for these sketchbooks. I'm very excited. I can't wait to start them. And if you're interested in seeing my old sketchbook, the one I just finished, I filmed a sketchbook tour, so I'm going to put it in the cards here and in the description below. So let's put this aside and zoom you back in. You may know that I've been working on some big abstract watercolor paintings recently. One of my struggles is that my biggest paintbrush is quite small. So I wanted to find a big paintbrush, a mop brush, like exactly the same that I had before, but in a much bigger size. Turns out I got 2 problems. First of all, it's very hard to find. The size that I have is pretty much the biggest. Second of all, the only one that is bigger is not that much bigger, and it cost, I think, almost $170. So pretty expensive. I decided I should try something else before committing to this big brush. So I got this one, which is a similar size but a different shape. I thought maybe it would help. This is a Royal Langnickel brush, 1 inch. Don't ask me to name what type of brush that is. I have no idea, but it's this type of brush. It's pretty good, I have to say. I tried it. It's pretty good. I think I have to work a little bit more with it just to know if it's the right kind of brush for me or not. But I'm glad I have it. Then I also got this one. It was quite cheap. I think both of these were quite cheap. So I decided it would be fun to get like a funky shape, something that I have never tried before. And it is indeed funky. So far, I have found no use for this shape. I think it would be good for botanical illustration or stuff like that, because it can make some shapes that look like leaves, or you'll see what I mean in just a little bit later once I try it. Then I got this brush. This is a Raphael number 4 brush. It's a detail brush, and I used it in my latest painting. I don't think you will have seen it yet, but it's just to create the little details, and I love it so much. Raphael is a really good brand, and yeah, so nice. But the star of the brushes show is this one. It's also a Raphael brush. It's flat, it's square, and it's pretty big. And I found that this makes such a difference when I want to make big washes. This is why I was looking for a bigger brush, is because I'm using bigger and bigger sizes of paper, and I found that my little brush was too small. I wanted to be able to make big washes quickly. So this works so well, and also the quality of these bristles are so good. They retain so much water, so much pigment, so I love it very much. Now onto the fun stuff. Let me start with these 2 paint tubes from Daniel Smith. I have Lunar Black, which I have used. I bought Lunar Black because I wanted to be able to create my own super granulating mixes. In one of my videos, at some point I mentioned that I really liked the dusk colors from the Van Gogh range, and I wish I had all of them, and I wish that they created more of them. And someone commented that I could just create my own using Lunar Black. This color is a super granulating black, so you mix it with another color and you create your own granulating watercolor. So that's why I bought it. I did some tests that I could show you in this sketchbook. This is the sketchbook that I use to create random swatches. Yeah, so I mixed a bunch of colors, some bright colors with the Lunar black to create my own granulating color, my own dusk colors. And I kind of recreated the dusk green, which is a color that I loved so much. And I created a bunch more of super granulating colors. So yeah, super nice. And I also used this color, Lunar Black, in one of my latest painting. I filmed a video on this painting, it's just not done yet, but soon you'll see. I created a beautiful abstract watercolor painting and I used this one. Then I bought Duochrome Violet Pearl. It looks so interesting. I hope that this color is a color that I see myself using. Just I saw it on the website and it looks so nice and I thought it would be like a cool color to have. And I hope it is. We'll see. Then I got the Golden High Flow Titanium White Acrylic. High Flow acrylics is something that I have never tried before. And I decided to buy this one because in my abstract watercolor paintings, I often use inks to create some splashes of colors. I use white ink, this one, the Liquitex acrylic ink, and I like it. It's just sometimes I feel like I wish it would be flowier. So I thought maybe this golden acrylic high flow would flow, as the name suggests. I just don't know how well, how much, how it would flow in a wet watercolor. So this is something that we're gonna test. Also, if I like it, I might consider getting more colors because I have some ideas of abstract paintings that I would like to create using high flow acrylics if they work how I imagine they do. So we'll see. Then something that is very exciting, I got a bunch of Amsterdam acrylic inks. So this is titanium white. I know I just showed you a titanium white in Liquitex, but this one is almost finished. So I wanted to buy a new one. This one from Liquitex, as I told you, I feel like it doesn't flow as well as the old Liquitex that I had. I don't know if they changed the formulation or something. Sometimes I feel like the pigments clump a little bit. Like they stay in place, but before they used to flow. So I'm thinking maybe if I try a different brand. Also, this brand is a little bit cheaper than Liquitex, so this is good for me because I can buy more of them. So I have titanium white. I got yellow ochre. Oh, and the reason why I got many colors is that I have a couple of colors from Liquitex. I have like the primary colors, and I felt like if you watch my video in which I finished my sketchbook, I'm gonna put it in the cards there. I painted a landscape using my Liquitex acrylic inks, and my problem was that I thought I did not have a big enough range of colors to create the colors I wanted. So I decided to get more just so I get a bigger range and some colors that I am drawn towards that I didn't have. So I think it's going to help me out a lot in my artistic creations. So yellow ochre, I got yellowish green, which on the website was way less neon than this, but we'll see. Once we swatch it, maybe we're gonna have a nice surprise. Still, I think it's very nice and I can easily tone it down if I need to, so I see myself using this color a lot. Then I have this one, Olive Green Deep. I remember this one on the website. I don't think it was this dark, but we'll see once we swatch it. I have Primary Magenta. Because the other inks that I had were not magenta, I had two types of reds, so I thought maybe I could get a magenta too. I think it would be useful to have. I have this one, grayish blue. It's so beautiful. I can see myself using it in skies and like everywhere, really. Then I got King's Blue. Then I have Primary Cyan. Oh, this one I did not buy. This one was gifted to me. So I just put them with these because I want to swatch these together, but this is not part of the haul. Then we have burnt sienna, a classic, a staple. A shame that I did not have it already. And I have burnt umber, which is another staple. Very pretty. And just to show you, this is another one that I did not buy. This was gifted. These two were gifted to me by my sister. So this one is Naphthol Red Deep. So now I have a magenta and a Naphthol Red Deep, which look very similar, but maybe not once they're swatched. So I think I'm gonna add this one just to swatch it with the rest. Okay. If you'll allow me. Then before we move on to the swatching part, there's two other products that I won't show you. One is because it's too big, and the other is because I don't have it. So I bought two huge watercolor papers, 222 by 30 inches. They're both by the brand Arches. One is a fine cotton texture and the other one is rough texture. So there's that. I used the fine texture to create a painting recently and I loved it so much. The other thing that I got is some kind of glue because I was doing a collage and I did not have the glue necessary for it. So I bought it. It's like a rubber glue and it's pretty nice, but my friend has it, so I don't have it to show you. So this is it for the first part. I didn't want to make a video that was too long, but if you want to see me swatch all of these and use my brushes and everything, then go check out part 2. All right, thank you for watching and I'll see you soon.